it is time to sketchbook. I have fresh hair. I have a fresh sketchbook. This one that I'm going to be doing today is actually kind of old, but fresh hair, fresh sketchbook, which I'll show you in a minute. I can show you. This is just the page I have it open to. I haven't decorated the front yet, but sketchbook. The one I'm showing today is, again, not fresh, and then I'm going to show a second one, but also a fresh setup. So you'll see in a minute. Bam! Look at that fresh setup. So here we go. Ignore most of this. What is the end date for this? I don't know. Anyways, as you can see from here, I started it last October. I got this sketchbook for my birthday, so almost a year ago. It's not particularly large. It's very, very cheap. It's just very cheap sketchbook. My friend got it for me for my birthday. I wanted like a small one. I didn't get a small one. This did not last me very long because you might be able to tell I was very, very specifically trying to do a very, as you can see, a very messy sketchbook just for like very messy drafts. I have since given up this system because I decided it wasn't working for me. It wasn't working for me, but that's what I was doing here. Oh, here's the actual first page. Okay, skipped one somehow. Here I was just drawing characters. I think I went to see fireworks around my birthday because there's like a fireworks show that happens real close to my birthday every year. Because I'm just so special, guys. And I was drawing my character Connie as being younger. I like this one, and then I tried to recreate it. I was testing out alcohol markers. Again, to reiterate, this is very specifically as a sketchbook, just meant to be very messy drawings. You're not going to see under sketches for pretty much anything. I'm just going to go in with the final thing, and it's going to look bad, yada yada, and I'm not going to worry about messing up drawings. Here I was drawing more of Connie as a child, and there's a lot of writing in this sketchbook. I'm not going to go through and read it. Maybe you guys are able to read it. I don't know. I don't care too much. Here I was just writing stuff out about Connie's childhood. I forget why I tore this one out. The second sketchbook I'm going to show in this video has a lot of torn out pages because I was just pasting them in my main sketchbook, which I believe my last video was a tour of, what was my sketchbook number 5, which was, I think at the time I was considering it my overall 6th sketchbook. I was trying out a weird, confusing system, and it was bad. This is my 6th sketchbook. The blue sketchbook was my 5th sketchbook, or you could swap those around. It doesn't matter too much. I might cut out this rambling. Connie with their adoptive mom, Connie with their other adoptive parent. That one's fine. Yeah, it was a fun realization that younger Connie's kind of got Jinx vibes of just like kid that runs around, but like, as I wrote here, but like in an emotionally healthy way, you know. And here, like everything you thought being a princess was like when you were little. I was writing weird in here, truly whack. I like this little drawing. Just little Connie, cutie pie. That one's kind of cute too. Oh, here I brought back. So the first year I tried to do anything for NaNoWriMo, I wrote about a group of 4 characters, and I didn't get very far in. And it was a couple years ago at this point. So I was just trying to bring back my story from there. So these are our 4 main characters, and these are characters that I am planning on making a comic about eventually. So that is very fun. You're gonna see me doing a lot of work with these guys. This is a plan for a scene I want to make of them. As I wrote here, just getting the idea out. Here, I think I was drawing my friend. I'm not sure. I was just drawing out a concept for characters here. Ooh, Ilfa. I don't have too much fan art in here at all. But here I just wanted to work a bit on, I have this concept for an Ilfa Snorgelson from Dimension 20, Never After. I guess I should clarify. That's what I meant by fan art. It's from Dimension 20. And this, I have an idea for a class swap, a whole class quangle of the whole cast, but specifically her as a rogue. And I like this drawing. I just think it's fun. It's very messy, but here I drawn some Katrina, which as a child, who's Connie's best friend. They're babies, baby cat. I'm gonna go on a quest. I'm gonna friend you this. My best friend. These are some better drawings of Connie. I really like this one. That's very cute. That one's cute. And then this is what, there's been some small changes, but this is similar to what Connie's hair looks like as an adult, specifically just the hairstyle. Here I was testing out highlighters, I think, some of my older ones that don't work very well. Here I was doing more concept work for those characters. Here was the beginning of her hairstyle ended up with. Here I was wanting to draw some of the characters that the second time I ever attempted NaNoWriMo, I wrote about these fun little cyberpunk characters, and so that's what these guys are. I do love them. These are that's a little side character. That's one of the main characters. I do love these characters. I think they're just lovely little characters. A side character. For some reason, the main characters took me ages to get them right, and then I was like, oh, side character, bam, done. Side character, bam. That's what she looks like. So simple, so easy. Yeah, it was fine drawing. I remember I was happy with the body, and I just really didn't want to put clothes on it, because I was like, oh, it looks good. Here we see, here I was attempting to study like cyberpunk hairstyles, because I just like any kind of that vague vibe of style, because I just couldn't figure out what I wanted to do. I eventually settled with something similar to this for this character, Chroma. Cutie pie, I love her. Here I was studying some arcane stuff, one of my favorite shows in the entire universe. Because it's kind of like that vibe to it. Here, I'm working more on my character. I love her. She's so cutie patootie. I should draw her more often. I really didn't want to just steal the hairstyle for a sun-based character from actually Ray, who's one of my favorite artists, June, right? Genshin Ninja OW, one of my favorite artists. I didn't want to just steal the hairstyle, but I was like, it works perfectly for her. It does, like that shape. I was trying everything, but I just, that little shape. It's not the exact same, it's pretty similar, but it just genuinely does. Yeah, right here, I think we're giving in and going with the hair. It really fits, to be honest. It's just, it won't be her only hairstyle throughout the comic. Here I was drawing, just giving her some very fun pants. She has very fun pants. It's an important aspect. Here I was working on her personality. Kind of a smartass. Jeez, baby, I really hate that drawing. I guess that's the point of this whole sketchbook. Which is just messy. Oh, she's so cute here. What's her name? Ayla, I think? Yes. Ayla looks so cute here. Don't love the ones any of the other ones of her on this page. I think they're kind of there's Marisol. I don't work on their names for another minute, but this is Marisol. I was really having fun just drawing her different expressions for a couple of days. There's Caster. I can't tell if I like how that looks, and I was not good at drawing like any kind of like 3C or 4C 4B or 4C. I'm sorry, I don't know. Any kind of like 4C hair or any hair like that. Like braids or anything like that. This was all before I had like actually sat down and studied all that. So these don't look the best. Here's Marisol. I think she looks so cute right here. I really like this expression actually. I should go through here and like just grab the actually good expressions and make like stickers and charms and keychains out of them. Here's Connie. Here another rare fan art in here. It's I had an egg fort from Adventure 20 Fantasy Hat. I love her. I love Ida. Here's more Marisol. She's just a cutie pie. She's also angry all the time. I think I was gonna write more about this. She just hates people her age, and unpractical clothes. She really likes women. The disaster lesbian. Why did I try and give him a beer? That does not fit. Hero's working on Caster more. I'm still not really happy with his design. Hero's drawing. Oh, I like this. I like these. I don't think they're like actually high quality drawings, but they just have, I think they have a lot of character in them. Here I was trying to draw when it was almost pitch black in my room. It doesn't look good. Here I was trying to write when it was almost pitch black in my room, and then my pen kept running out and I wouldn't notice. So you can see these words, they just fade off because I couldn't actually see if they were, yeah, I wrote all this in the dark. I was thinking of names for Marisol here, other characters down here. I gave up on more Marisol. I know that's not how you pronounce it. It's a Spanish name. I don't know if it's Marisol or Marisol. But she's not a Spanish character. I'll say I don't know if it's a Spanish name or if it has, like, I don't know if it originates from Spain specifically. I don't know. I should do more research into that. I don't know. I just think that the name really fits. Here I was drawing Hallie before she had a name. Oh, I really like this drawing. I love Hallie. She's a stupid little. She is a cutie pie. Here I was writing about Hallie and character arcs and personality and like all this stuff. Here's Hallie and Caster. They are twins, the siblings ever. Here I was working on Ayla. Still wasn't happy with her design at this point. Here I got colored pencils. I went to my friend's Halloween party, and when I was there at one point, his mom just came up to me and was like, "You like to draw, right? I got you something." And she just hands me a set of like decent quality colored pencils and like a lot of them, and I was like, thank you. Here I was thinking of names for Wizard Catboy. Here went with Caster, Marisol, Caster. Here I was working on Marisol. Here I went oh, I was talking about the themes of the story. Night Cat, Hallie. So if I may, hate this drawing, love this drawing. Marisol means ocean and sun, and that's why her name's Marisol, because she's like sun themed. Then she also has I think every time I move it shakes my entire desk. Maybe I should just sit normal, see if that does anything. Oopsies if the video is very shaky. I have it's not a great holder for my phone. It was like 20 bucks. Anyways, Marisol is named Marisol because it means ocean and sun, which fits because she has sun themes, but then also the ocean is not 100% decided, but both of those themes play very heavily on her, and she's like a like a force of nature type of thing. You know what I mean? Caster is called Caster because of the name of it, and then also star theming. Well, now I'm confused why I said I think. Well, Pollux is a star, so I guess Caster's a star, I assume? Anyways, it's themed after stars. Hallie's named Hallie because of Hallie's comet. Comet with a T. And then I went with Ayla, which was kind of awkward because I had a classmate named Ayla at the time, and also I stopped talking to her because she started like side-eyeing me and acting weird. But as the name of it means the moon. Is it right here? Oh, then I have a moonlight. You were for Oak Tree. Yeah, that was hers. Anyways, I based hers off of the moon, vaguely. So that's why Ayla. And they're all space themed. I could go with Celine. I don't hate Celine. I like Ayla. It's cute. I think it fits. I like this drawing. Here's a mini comic of Hallie and Marisol. I like this. The posing here. Very much jumping back. Very much like, ah! Hate that drawing. I like the quote. Here I was working on characters, like their relationships and the way they change them. I assume you can't read many of those at all. Not really spoilers. It's pretty clear from the beginning where the character arcs are going. Here I was just talking more about Marisol. Here I was talking about plot, different chapters, character chapters. I think I was planning on doing multiple pages of this and then just didn't get around to it. Maybe I'll tear this page out and use that at some point because it's completely blank. Anyways, this is the original drawing. I was like, that's bad. So I redid it. I did thumbnails and then I redid it. And it's still bad, but it's slightly better. I left it open on this page for a couple days in my backpack, I think. And it just kind of started falling off. It's windy, girl. Here we go. This is better. This is exhausted. Oh, I like the red pen and then coloring it with the orange. I think that looks good. I love Marisol. And I love Hallie. This is sweetie guys. Here's when I found out about the solar eclipse in Spain. That's coming up this summer now. I like this drawing of Hallie. Doesn't look exactly like her, but it's pretty close. Here I was still trying to figure out any sort of outfit for Ayla. I just could not. I like this drawing. I don't like this drawing for her. I don't know why. I think the face is just off. This Marisol's pretty chopped. I do like this drawing of Ayla. That's cute. Still don't know what to do with her outfit. To this day. I was doing a height lineup. I guess I just didn't finish Ayla and Marisol. I think I ran out of room. Caster's so short next to Hallie. Hallie's Marisol's mom. Here I came up with the idea for a diagonal fridge. Just doing, I don't know what these were for. I can't parse them. They look good though. I was doing a real dramatic scene between, this is a mock-up of a very dramatic scene. These were notes for science, for physics, I think. Yeah, these were notes for physics. Hallie. Here I wanted to design a character based on a character prompt generator. You'll see a couple of those, but I was trying to do it on a road trip and it just didn't work out. I didn't like it. Here I got any sticky notes from the dollar store. From a dollar store while I was on the road trip. Yeah, we're working on that. Here I was on the road. I don't feel like rotating it. It's just scribbles. We're working on that. I don't like any of these very much at all. Here, I was realizing that I just hadn't drawn my OCs in here in a while, so I just drew my OCs playing poker. I just think they're cute. I think that they're fun. I didn't do one of these with like a big description of them for Castiel. That's not my OC, it's the vampire lady I was trying to design and ended up giving up on. So I drew a very chopped looking Castiel here. Here you have Connie, Hayden, Katrina, Cass. That's Connie. Here I was doing a tiny, shitty comic. Not even comic, but just little doodles about. I was in English class and we had new seats. And I sat down in my seat and then I realized with dawning horror that this really annoying kid was sitting directly behind me. It was unpleasant for the weeks that we were sitting in those seats. Here's Illa and Marisol. They look fine. I think that's Illa looking in a mirror. I think I felt shit here. Oh, this was in November. I had a bad day. November was a bad day. I don't feel like swapping that around. You guys can doodle zero of myself. They're silly. You can turn around your phone if you care that much. Marisol doodles, I guess. Connie, Heroes, reading Scott Pilgrim, I remember. More arcane stuff. Connie. Here are my characters, Skylar and Jet. They're the boyfriends ever. Oh, this Jet looks really good. I think that's good drawing. I hate this drawing. That's so sweet. Okay, bye. I was trying to do a little mock-up for a comic of Skylar and Jet, but all the pages this is so, it's like a 2x6, like, squares. It's the most basic layout imaginable. I guess here I was trying to design a Sona, I don't know. And then I want to design characters based off of my jackets, which I should still do, honestly, because I just have I have several just incredibly iconic jackets. I was drawing a lot of these in science class. Not all of them, like a lot of them I drew in science, like in my physics class. So I don't know about these. I remember these next couple of pages I all drew in physics. I was really good at physics. I don't think I dropped below an A all year. Here, I was drawing Riz Gutgak from Dimension 20 Fantasy High. I think I did these in science. I know I did these in science because I was trying to figure out specifically how I liked drawing Riz's profile and face shape and stuff. Because I knew how I liked to draw him from the front for a while. I don't love any of them. That's fine. But I was trying to figure out exactly what I thought about him. I don't like this. That one more or less gets across, but I feel like I should give him like digitigrade legs. It was more or less the way I see his face. Not quite. His eyes aren't quite right there. Anyways, where's Gak? I love him. Here I was doing Gorgug, and the problem I was running into is that I just love Gorgug so much, and I was like, oh, well, I want to, do this same kind of thing that I was doing with Riz's face for Gorgug, just figure out exactly how I like drawing Gorgug. Then I started doing it, and I was like, wait, these are all Gorgug. Like that's Gorgug. That was just my preliminary sketch before I really started, and this one was kind of also like, kind of basic, like how I draw, but not really. I was like, oh, that looks like Gorgug. Oh, that looks like Gorgug. Oh, that could be a fun way to take his face. Oh, that, that could be a fun route to go. Oh, that looks like Gorgug. That looks like Gorgug. Oh, that looks like Gorgug. They all look like Gorgug Thistlespring. My daughter. Gorgug, my daughter. I think I like this one the most, but really, I was having fun with the face shapes of these, and some of the profiles on some of them. Here I wanted to draw Riz as a Jerboa. I think these are bad. These are fine drawings of Jerboas. Here I was drawing Kristen, I guess. Here I wanted to design my shoes. I never ended up painting them. I was very excited about it for days. Frog! I think I had another rock here, but it's gone now. More just physics stuff. specifically in this sketchbook. There's just a lot of physics. Here I wanted to do portraits focusing on different types of composition. I don't know why. Here I was drawing my character Ribbon, and then here I remember I was in health class, and it was just a really bad, annoying, boring class, and I was like, I'm just gonna draw like one pencil sketch. I never do that. I never do pencil sketches, because as you can see right here, it rubs on the other side of the page. I was like, I'm just gonna draw a pencil sketch, and I just started drawing Katrina, and it looked like this, and I was like, wow. Wow, look at it. That looks like that looks good. It's interesting. My proportions are a little off. I don't know why her face is doing that, but there's Connie. I don't love these drawings of Ribbon. Tristan, I think? I don't know why he's shirtless. Let's see. Katrina here. She's so cutie patootie. I don't like either of these drawings. I think these are supposed to be Ribbon, because I make Ribbon angry pretty often. Here is when Katrina dyed her hair in the story, because she has blue hair all the time, but after certain events of the story, she dyes it black. And that's, actually, I don't think I really did like the grown out roots design. I think this is kind of a little bit when that originated, which is wild. Here I did a very basic, not quite done mini comic about when Ribbon and Katrina met, because they're girlfriends ever. I'm not gonna read it out or anything, but here I was doing, I think that these are kind of the drawings where Katrina's roots growing out, like that design for her hair that I made, kind of originated, which is a lot of fun. And then here I was putting her in some of Connie's clothes. I like this drawing a lot, actually. I think that's really cute. Connie, ignore the fact that we're just gonna skip some of these pages right here. Anyways, here's Katrina in, that's specifically something Connie owns. Here I just went on Pinterest and found some of my, like, kidcore, like, stuff from my kidcore board that's, like, theoretically stuff Connie would totally own and wear. And I just put them on Katrina, because I love the idea of her wearing just some of Connie's clothes. I think this looks really good. I think that's cute. I think she's cutie patootie. I think the rest of these are all good to show. We're almost done. Here I was drawing some ribbons. I don't love how they look. Here I was writing out ideas for Ribbon and Katrina's first date, because Katrina just wouldn't be into most first dates. Like, she just would not be into almost any of them. Ribbon also, I think, just isn't big into any of them, but Katrina has, like, very specific issues with them. And so I think in the end, they literally just went on a quiet walk in the woods. And then I wrote this they look really cute, especially Katrina just looks really cute here. It's so cute. Here I was coming up with ideas for My Little Pony characters in D&D, which I won't go too in depth in these, because I will make a video about these designs. I like this Applejack design. Still working. You'll see some of these continued in the next thing too. No stickers in this one, because I put all the stickers on the other sketchbook I was working on in all the time that I was doing this. I think it took me about 2 or 3 months. Don't quote me, because apparently I didn't put an end date. It's pretty goofy of me. End date's probably around the time that I started the next one. So let's move on to the second sketchbook. Yippee! We're gonna zoom in a little for this one, because it's tiny. And just in general, it might end up being a little tricky a little awkward to record for. But here, I was just, ignore the number 2. I decorated the front. I have proper start and end dates, so I bought this. I remember I got it a little bit before Christmas. Apparently that was December 6th. And it took me a little while. You can see here I'm not happy about that. I need to put this down. I can already tell this one's gonna be awkward to make a tour for. Here, you can see this is my 7th sketchbook. originally this cardboard sheet was on the back, and there was just like a little thing. There was just this on the front, and then it started falling off, so I glued it to the cardboard and moved that to the front. So okay, let's it's gonna be an awkward one to record for. Originally I was like trying to actually do for stuff in here. I don't know why. This one was specifically bought to be like a pocket sketchbook. Here we have, I maybe shouldn't show that. I might have a location written on it. No, I don't see any. Yeah, gotta love CVS. Here I drew just one of the, I think I was asking my family what I should draw, and my dad was like, one of the heads on Easter Island, and I was like, okay. So I drew that. Some puffy stickers. I drew Connie's eyeball, and then I wrote some lyrics from, is it AJJ? Is it, I love the song, I forget the name. Here I drew a bit of Connie to remember me from the Arcane soundtrack. Here, as I promised back on the My Little Pony as D&D characters. Here I was working on my Twilight design. Again, I won't go too in depth on these because they will get talked about in the future. Here I did Trina. This is nowhere on this one, just need to put it down. Here I stuck a raisin box in here, and I drew Connie on it. I love raisins. If you don't like raisins, go away. Don't talk to me. I love raisins. Okay, everyone hates raisins, but I love raisins. Here, I did a couple of like mini comics about like things that happened just in my day-to-day life at school. And here I was just talking to my math teacher and one other student about baseball. Here, just some Connies. Here, I didn't quite finish lining it, but maybe you can kind of see the sketch in there. I just had a funny interaction with some people about smoothies. Here's notes about stuff. Here's, I drew ribbon to this line from Just a Girl by, is it No Doubt? I think. Because her name's Ribbon, and the line is, take this pink ribbon off my eyes, and it fits. Miss Cutcake. It's bad drawing, but Miss Cutcake. I love Miss Cutcake. Notes about my Never After classical angle, and some doodles and some drawings and some sketches for it. Pinocchio. I love Pinocchio, and I think that Pinocchio I think that a fun route to take his character would be if you wanted to change the class to make it Pinocchio as an artificer, as someone who worked to learn how to make himself function without his strings, so that he didn't have to have someone holding his strings and controlling him. So, obviously his strings ended up being controlled himself. He was controlling that's very fun. And I also love this idea of not just him saying, no, I want strings, I want somebody controlling me, and letting the artist himself into working. So then, like, we're not done and becoming further away in that way, and no one can control over him. Here I was working, I wanted to make sprites for Asana. Here, I think this is supposed to be me and my boyfriend. I think I had as a sprite. Some drawings around here that I made that I actually liked. Is writing on these pages. Here I was trying to recreate this thing that I saw on TikTok at the time, but I didn't do it with colored pencils for some reason. I think I was just kind of depressed and didn't feel like having the energy to take out my colored pencils at the time, which is like really just taking out colored pencils, but that's what mental health loves to do to you. He's got gag. Here I got new markers. I think I kind of tore out another page or two here. Clouds. Not very good clouds. Here I drew Connie. I love Connie. She's... Don't tell the others. She's my favorite. Here, I was participating in the Dimension 20 Christmas exchange, not Christmas, gift exchange, that happens around the holidays, like in December. And I was paired up with someone who said that they really liked the Unsleeping City season of Dimension 20. The kids from season 2. So I wanted to just make a little doodle of them being babysat by Ricky and Esther. Really like a play date over at Al's house, and them slightly older. So I made some designs of them slightly older. Here I just drew Connie's eyeball because I love her. Here I was drawing some of Langston. He's a cutie pie. Here I was working on them. For some reason I just didn't give Al her actual hair for a while. So I had this idea of like this little hairstyle, and it's like, it looks fine, but that's not her hair. Like, she has her actual design is like little afro puffs. I get it in the end. I was doing wrong. I hate this one. I had an actually good one here and I tore it out. Clearly I tore something out there. I think this was Daniel Barkstock. I think this was during my rewatch of the 7. Oh, I tore out a lot of good ones here, because I saw on Tumblr someone did, this is around the time Arcane Season 2 is releasing, and someone did Fig Faith from Dimension 20 Fantasy High as Jinx, and I just... What a thought. What an idea. So I made my own little design for her. There's more, like, actually good drawings, and not many, but a little bit more of this, but, like, actually good, if you go look at my last sketchbook tour. All these drawings are pretty bad. This one's referenced from Pinterest. Yeah, I mean, it's got some flow to it, but it's not exactly good. And then here, I was watching the time triangles, and there was, Rosamund and Aelwyn. These don't look like them, but theoretically it's Rosamund and Aelwyn, and they're so cutie patootie to me. They're my favorite. You're a rare pair. Here I was doing, Fig and Ida in Arcane. Ida's so pretty. Here I was drawing, I forget what I tore out here. Here I was drawing Connie. I like this drawing of Connie. This one's alright. I kinda like it. Poor Connie. She's so eepy. Hate the drawing, but the idea of Connie sleeping on Hayden's shoulder is cute. Poor Connie. Blue-haired Connie. Green-haired Connie. Red-haired Connie. Here's another comic just from life. Here I was reading a Dimension 20 Fantasy High fanfic about Ada and Abernay. I was reading Walk This Empty Street, which, if you know, you know. If you know, you know. It's so good. It's so cute. I didn't quite finish it, but it was the scene where Ada gave Zelda her birthday gift, which is just a cupcake, but it means a lot in this scene, and I really like this drawing of Zelda, and that one's kind of it. I really like this drawing of Zelda, and I don't draw Zelda very much at all, because she's not, like, a character I'm particularly attached to. Red-haired Connie, oh, she's having a bad time. She's having a bad time. Be proud of me for my USC kiddo. TUC? I keep saying USC recently, but a lot of people shorten it to TUC because it's the Unsleeping City. But I've been shortening it to USC as an Unsleeping City. People understand if you say either, but anyways, I really like my Langston design. I think his hoodie's so cool, and his little monster shoes gave out her proper little puffs. Ah, she's so cute. Here's not exactly a sketch, but like me working on the idea. I don't think I ended up using it as an actual sketch. Here I was thumbnailing, but I was definitely clarifying some of my ideas. And then I kind of want to show off what I got for the gift exchange. This Xbox, which is based on the Xbox that Siobhan made, which is in the first season of the Xbox. She made all the Xboxes, and we had this someone made this for me, and then made this this farmer's like, because I like, because the form, because I don't know the farmer's like, Sophia go after the ship, and this farmer's like, okay, Sophia knows, I'm not kidding, Boston's still and heart and beer, and then like, feed bracelets, no, not kids, like, just typical online. Here I was drawing, my OC Cass. That's a cute drawing. That's a cute drawing of Cass. That looks good. I zoom back in. Do list, bad drawing of Cass. Here, I just wanted to make some little keychains. I think I was basing these letter designs off of the characters. For example, I did my character Connie, her name starts with a C, so for the C I want to put like little clouds on it. Here's Ribbon. I love Ribbon. I think that this is such a cute drawing of her. I love Ribbon. What a character. More Ribbon. Oh, she's just a cutie pie. Connie, Hidden, Katrina. Here I rewatched the first like half a season of Rapunzel's the Tangled show. I like that show. Anyways, I like the characters. I think they're fun and silly. Connie quoting a silly audio. Here I was working more on the cyberpunk characters from my last sketchbook that I started working on designs for. But then I mostly focused on the like Marisol, Ayla, Castor, and Hallie crew. I didn't really start working on these guys' designs for a while. So here's Sim. I think that's her current name. Her? Not a her. Yeah, Sim. Dolly didn't stick as a name. Sim uses Zizam or Zazam. Haven't decided. Phoebe! I came up with a name for Phoebe. I love her. I drew this drawing of her and I was like, wait, I love her. She's masked but cutesy and she likes to party and she does criminal activity. Here's Missy. She's gender fluid. I like making so many of my characters gender fluid. That's a lie. I don't have very many at all. I'm gender fluid and I like characters that are gender fluid. Missy is a hacker. And then Sim. Sim and Missy were friends as kids. Kind of more than friends. They were very close. Sim will spontaneously combust if one more thing goes wrong. That's pretty accurate. Yeah. Here I was trying to draw Sim, and then I ended up just drawing Phoebe / Chroma. That's their like criminal name. And I was just like, wait, I love Phoebe so much, my baby. You'll see a lot of her in a second. Here I just want to do a little sequence of Sim, didn't finish it. Here we go. This was over days. I was just drawing pages and pages of Phoebe. Look at her. She's just a cutie patootie. What can I say, man? She's just a cutie patootie. I love her. And I love this drawing of her. I love that she's angry, and I love this because she's like shocked at how useless of a lesbian she is. I don't like this drawing. I don't think it's very good. I was working on what her hair looks like from different angles, which is the same. That's what I was going for, is the same hair from different angles. Here's one of Phoebe and Sim. They have a complicated relationship. I'm still not happy with Sim's design at this point. Like this, I don't know. I didn't know what to do at this point in the sketchbook. Sketchbooks is words. More words. Why Phoebe? Phoebe's much more fun than words. She's sad and she's happy and she's... And Sim. I guess. It's kind of harsh, but it's kind of just how I was feeling at this point. I didn't know what to do with Sim's design at all. Because I have all these fun cyberpunk characters, and I have one character that's just wears boring, basic, practical clothing. Like, is very specifically trying to not stand out, and doesn't have any fun tech. Like, that, you can see how that's pretty tricky. Heroes, drawing more of them, more Missy. She's a cutie pie. Here I was showing that Phoebe and Missy are both very tall, and then Sim is like shoulder height. Yeah, I was trying to come up with a fun outfit, but I decided that this didn't really fit with the color scheme I had in mind for Missy at this point. I don't know. I was working on her hair. This was around the time that I was studying more like protective hairstyles and stuff like that. Like braids. Here I was doing twists. I think these were like locks that were tied up in kind of space bun vibes. I was gonna do a video about me studying them, but I ended up just not. I do that a lot. Here I was talking to Phoebe, silly little traits. Everyone gets surprised at how well read she is, because she spent a lot of time in the library. She can, and as it says right there, threat, as a tone tag, she can and will sleep anywhere. Anywhere. She always brings just too much stuff everywhere. It's just too much stuff everywhere. And then she's both very careful and just very frivolous with money. All the time. Katrina. I didn't draw Katrina very much in the sketchbook. I didn't draw most like my more main OCs in the sketchbook very much. So I guess I was drawing them in my main sketchbook at the time, because this was just my pocket sketchbook. Here, I think I was at an interview, and I was like pretty anxious for it, so I was just moving my pen because I needed to just move my hand, do something. So I just did like little nothing doodles. Here I was doing Skylar and Jet to what's the name of this song? Loser Baby from Has Been Hotel. So I think that they're fun. They're very messy drawings. I don't like most of them, but messy drawings. I think that this is a really fun hairstyle. This might be the hairstyle that I like introduce her with. I was working on name. I was thinking Melanie/Mason. I'm thinking that she probably changes names sometimes, depending on how she's feeling, like gender-wise. And I think that Melanie and Mason are both cute, and they have similar sounds, but I just thought that Melanie's kind of close to Phoebe, sound-wise, and I don't love that. But also maybe that's because they're like kind of a duo. They're a really good team. So maybe them having like Phoebe, Melanie, maybe that's fun. And Mason isn't anywhere close to Phoebe, so that's maybe fine. But also I've heard advice in the past that your characters shouldn't have names that are too similar to each other. Here I was drawing Connie, and then here I was drawing Connie being really mad because I hated my English teacher. And at this point in the year, I was a couple months in, and it wasn't getting better. And I was just in this rut of being like, I hate my English teacher so much. Connie fighting. She's a professional boxer. And I was just like, I hate my English teacher so much. There's nothing I can do but just hate her and be mad at her and like literally chew on myself out of anger. So because I was so angry. So I would be so angry in that class that I would just chew on like my fingers and like wrists and arms out of how angry I was at this teacher. I would just bite myself. I hated her. Anyways, I drew more of Missy. Melanie, probably Melanie. I'll probably end up, at least for now. Her name's Melanie. Yeah. Connie! Mason, Phoebe, Katrina, Connie, tiny bangs. Kind of baby-faced our little here. I think that was, if I remember correctly, that was like partially on purpose. I think Kira's St. Patrick's Day. So apparently that means that Ribbon dressed Katrina up in St. Patrick's outfits. Apparently that's what that means. Here I think I was drawing Jet, because that's the only character I had with bunny ears until literally yesterday, so I was probably drawing Jet. Let's make an expression out on Jet, because I think I was drawing Jet, and then here's some Ribbon. They are not in the same story. Baby! Ah! And then I realized that there is just something about energetic blondes and tall buff people magnets. I like energetic blondes, and I like people who are tall and buff and people magnets. Like those 3 traits. It's just a thing. I don't even know who I was drawing here. I'll be honest. Is that Macy? Yeah, that's funny. And here, Connie saying, I still want to fight you in a Denny's parking lot, because I still wanted to fight my English teacher in Denny's parking lot. That didn't go away. Phoebe having a bad time. Phoebe, I too desperately wish to fist fight you in a Denny's parking lot. Go off. Because my English teacher from last year deserves to be fist fought in Denny's parking lot. Here I realized that I was trying so hard to make Phoebe's like past like teenager design have a different haircut, and I just couldn't figure out like a haircut I liked, and then I realized I can make the hair longer. Like, it's in the past, but I can give her longer hair because her current design is pretty short hair, and that's fine. So I gave her longer hair with like some black in it, like kind of emo style, like bangs and then some acne, and like there. It's literally all I needed to do. What was I going on about with this and like the what was I on about? Phoebe's bag. Here I kind of wanted to make a little, like, sort of wanted to make a little video game about Phoebe. Maybe I'll still make a little, like, less of a video game, more of a visual novel style thing. Not sure. Here's the very beginning of some new OCs that I was making for a comic that I'm planning on starting as soon as I can. Are these characters from that? I don't know. I don't even know. Anyways. Oh, here I was working on names for Missy. I don't know what I ended up going with. So I select the comic. That's what the new characters are for. And I ended up going with an urban angel type of story, because if you know me, you know I'm obsessed with urban angels. It's a specific vibe. Oh, I like this page. Here, I don't mind this one. Here I was working on Addie. My baby. That's not Addie. Here, this is all Addie. And here, this is Addie. I love Addie. Here's the beginning of their name. Addie, right. Alex, Lexi, Price. And then I didn't come up with names for these two for a while. Have I come up with a name for one of them? I think maybe I still haven't come up with a name for one of them. And this is kind of a while ago. I haven't worked in this since March. So, it's currently September. So, here's Donathan. She's a cutie pie. Here I was doing Cash. Didn't come up with his name for a while. He's so cute. I love this drawing of him, honestly. I like the anatomy could use some work, but here's Lex. Oh, I kind of like this page. I was quoting that like one poem. I was quoting off of Pinterest. It's probably originally from Tumblr. I don't know. Maybe it's like an actual poem. I'm not sure. I like this drawing of maybe his name's just Angel? I don't know. Here I was making the character in Cash Kiss. I should give him a name. I was doing a silly little doodle about, I didn't put dialogue, and I don't feel like saying out loud the dialogue. Mara's all embarrassed. Kitty fries. I think this was me to, once again, towards my English teacher. It was bad drawing, but stop forcing me to partake in your goddamn propaganda machine. It's definitely from English class. Here I was mad. I mean, the past couple of pages I was mad, but here, holy fucking shit, that was a bad English class. It was just bad. Here's taking notes for Spanish. Oh my, give my shirt. This is the outfit I ended up like having her in as her main outfit, but be my shirt. Here I was just writing out the fact that it was actually illegal for my school to be making me sign up for a certain website without getting explicit permission from my parent or guardian, which they very much did not, and I was forced to sign up for it. So that's kind of fucked, but, you know, what I can do. Fucking English class. Here I was drawing the characters from the comic, if they were mad. Addie doesn't get rats until a little ways in, but Mara's just more of a quiet revenge type of character. Cash will just scream at you. I like this drawing of Cash, honestly. Cash will just scream at you and say that they want to fist fight you in a Jenny's parking lot. They won't actually fist fight you, but Lex does not care about like themselves. Like if you're kind of mean or rude to them, or you kind of fuck them over, they're like, well, you know, happens. But if you hurt or like are rude to any of her friends, you're here I was taking these little outfits off of Pinterest and putting them in it. Here is Mar in like a little thing, Cash suit and tie, not a suit, vest and tie type of thing. Here I was doing Addie and Lex. Here's Mar, be my shirt, and cute little patch pants. Here's Cash. Cash dresses kind of slutty, and we love them for it. Here's a shirt. I think Lex wears this shirt, and then Addie wears that. Based on the pink guys doing these were outfits for Addie. Here's Cash. Here's a hand. Based on the blue, I assume it's for Angel. Here was like an original mock-up for a little thing, and then here I redrew the last panel, and then the end. So this one was awkward to film. This one was awkward to film, truly. But there we go. First video recorded with like my proper overhead recording setup. I have like a proper little phone arm and everything. It's great. And regardless of that, here is the sketchbook, and then I'll give you a little sneak peek of, I already showed one page from this sketchbook I'm currently working on now, but I realized I haven't actually done a proper thing for this sketchbook. Gotta zoom out for this one, is big, full-sized. So I bound this myself, if you can tell, you might be able to tell. It's my 5th sketchbook. Where's the page I like? Hold on, let me find a page I like to show off. Well, I was just talking about some of my characters. I'll show off my little page of Mar. I love Mar. I love this drawing a lot. Here I was doing more outfit stuff. This is about halfway into the sketchbook. I really like this drawing of Mar. Well, there we go. I'll see you all next time, as we toured this sketchbook. It'll probably be pretty soon because, again, it is literally done. I didn't realize I hadn't recorded the thing for this. I fully thought it was recorded and uploaded. But yeah, I'll see you, and I'll eventually get around to that My Little Pony and D&D video that I was working on a little bit in here, and then others. I'll yap about my OCs at some point, because I love my OCs, and I like to yap about them. And maybe I'll do a video of me yapping about Dimension 20's most recent season, because it's insane. It's insane. Cloudward Ho. Dimension 20 Cloudward Ho. It's insane. And I love Comfrey MacLeod so much. So much. Everyone's a character. It's like, no, she's not a bad person. Because she's like, different money, or she's like, you know, and she wants to, like, it's mean, she's not doing bad people things. She's a bad person, clearly, because she's naive, ignorant, and she refuses to learn, despite having every single lifetime opportunity before you grow the other person, and she has it. That's why she's a bad person. So don't you guys listen to anyone saying that she's like, you know, she's the opposite of Monty, she's for money, she's not. They both love veteran, they both love veteran, and the reason they fuck is that she can see a good person, and that means that she's not. She hates that, so she has to respect everything that you I'm gonna go now. I might cut this rant out, and if I don't, I'm sorry. Bye.